football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. On the return. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Hoover. Left side, it's Richard. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 15, set to kick off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Punting on first down. But why? A low line drive and not his best work. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Right side, it's Richard. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
Drops back on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kick. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Listen, I know there's a ton of college football analytics out there, and most of them I don't even understand. I don't know if I've ever seen a team in the first half of football attempt a field goal on third down. I don't know if there was confusion on the sidelines. I don't know if they're just trying to experiment. That was weird.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up.
Right down the boulevard. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. Good enough for first down.
And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 18, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing. Carr fires to the wideout. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Rush right in his face. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
quick give. It's Richard. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Hits inside, it's Richard. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. With the catch, it's Richard. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy.
Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Caught, it's Gilbert. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Richard. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Preston. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
2nd and long here. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Breaks into the open. Hits him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. They'll will try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Breaks away in the middle. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Straight ahead, it's Richard. At the 35, he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Under pressure. Right side, it's shot. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the move, it's Richard. There he goes. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Out wide left, it's Beebe. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going for the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing. Carr. Got it in the middle. It's Mobley. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels going up against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Ole Miss looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Going for the big play. Wide open. He makes the catch. He's loose. He is in. Touchdown, Indiana.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Indiana 42, Notre Dame 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. From the gun, it's Mobley. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Booster!
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Look out! Throws toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, and this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Turns it on at midfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Right on target this time. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Sets his feet. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Carr. Moving out to the right. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The run inside. It's Richard. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Preston. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick give. It's Beebe. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Hits inside. It's Beebe. Thrust that arm out. He's dropped.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Rush right in his face. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Put 6 on the board. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Running inside, it's Mobley. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right side, it's Gilbert. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hydro! Western! Booster! Rock! Go!
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Moves the pocket. It's Carr. This one's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Freeze!
Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play action, C.J. Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Carr. Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Carr from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Into the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And
it's a running room. The 50. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work.